Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Pcgeekish here again, reporting a commentary on one of the world's famous first-person shooter in the world, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Well, not really. Today is Black Ops 2, but today I'll be making a commentary of comparing both of the two great games created by Treyarch and Infinity Ward. And this gameplay you'll be watching is me playing with a friend of mine while talking on Skype, so yeah, you'll notice some of these and my friend was sticking with me. Yeah, so anyways, moving on, we're gonna compare these two by a few categories. Graphics, kill streaks, weapons, engines, skills, the community, gameplay, performance, and extras. Alright, so let's begin with graphics, chronologically. So, for graphics, this is a very tough choice, because if you set everything on high in Modern Warfare 3, it looks fantastic. So is the Black Ops 2. So, moving on, we have to talk about what the difference is. So, if you're currently watching my gameplay, you're probably going to think it's amazing graphics, but really it's not. It's currently at its lowest graphics setting, because obviously it's best if I run 80 FPS or 70 FPS rather than about 30 or 40. So, if the graphics has something to do with the performance as well, because if you guys noticed, if you guys play on the PC, if you compare Modern Warfare 3 with Black Ops 2 and you set both graphics to high, and or Black Ops 2 is going to turn to extra, you guys are going to notice that your frame rate is going to drop on Black Ops 2, and your Modern Warfare 3 is going to be a little bit above your Black Ops 2 performance if you're playing on a PC. Now, for me, graphics on Modern Warfare 3 set all to high gives me an FPS of 40, while on Black Ops 2, it gives me an FPS of 25 to 30. Now, 25 to 30 for me to play Black Ops 2 is really... So it's not in my comfort zone. My comfort zone's around 30 or 40, and Modern Warfare does that job fine for me. Now, most of these statements are opinionated, they're not actual facts, because you cannot prove an opinion right, unless so. Okay, moving on to kill streaks. Alright, so this is one of the most difficult category that I have to decide. Kill streaks both are pretty much fabulous, alright? So, I love how all the basics are UAV, RCXD, but in Modern Warfare 3 they don't have RCXD, but they do have IMS, escort airdrop, the VTOL, etc., etc. We have a lot of those kill streaks that I love to use. I love to just use it twice, but I have to give the kill streaks on to Black Ops 2 because the swarms and the canines are just OP. They're one of the greatest. Okay, and the Lodestar, which is the Reaper, they're both equal. The same. It's just named different, and it's basically using a stealth bomber but replacing it as a Reaper or the AGM. And now the kill streak category is easy to get through. So now let's move on to weapons. We have to move quickly. We're running out of time. I I absolutely love the weapons in Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, but the Black Ops 2 guns are a little bit out of my comfort zone. But I managed to win some games with some of the crappy ones, but I'm just gonna hand this down to Modern Warfare 3. Not on, but just because the weapons are up to date like today, and they're like how should I say, they if you like aim down the sights, and you're gonna feel pretty comfortable with any gun in Modern Warfare 3. If you try aim down the sight and move your mouse around left and right, the sensitivity of them that you put is pretty comfortable. Now, if I compare this to Black Ops 2, not so much. It's running on 25 to 30 FPS. I would probably be a little bit, choppy. A bit of a choppy gameplay right there, and it's a little bit laggy. Not to say that I have a bad computer or anything. I'm just saying that, it takes up most of my RAM, my memory usage. So, and, yeah, the comfort of the weapons more Modern Warfare 3 because of the performance. The performance has something to do with it. So if only the performance was like the console, I'd kick ass in consoles. Okay, I'll be honest. Now let's move on to engine. Engine, I have to give it to into either side. I like to give it to both. It's a draw to me, in my opinion. It's a draw because you could dolphin dive on the game in Black Ops 2, drop shot in Modern Warfare 3. Still, you can drop shot in Black Ops 2, but it's like you can't sprint while drop shot shooting. And the engine for Modern Warfare 3 is also pretty smooth, but there are more hackers, and there are more glitches and bugs towards Black Ops. I mean, not Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. I'm sorry, and I have to hand that down a bit to Black Ops 2 because the engine is there are less bugs and glitches obviously, and somehow there's more Easter eggs in Black Ops 2. So I'm gonna have to give it to Black Ops 2 and some to Modern Warfare 3. So it's a draw. Now for skills, Modern Warfare 3 is just full-on hackers. So now it's getting less, considering that most people shifted to Black Ops 2 instead of Modern Warfare 3. So I'm still gonna have to say Black Ops 2 because the community is also slightly more helpful. Instead of hearing Modern Warfare 3, people just shout, scream, no lifers, etc. So I'm gonna have to hand down to Black Ops 2 for community. Gameplay, I'd like to say it has to do with the graphics and the performance. So, but still, both are equal. Gameplay, I absolutely love both gameplay. Modern Warfare 3 smooth performance. The gameplay is fantastic. Like what you're seeing right now is fantastic. Besides the fact that I lost. So, Black Ops 2 on the console, I am beast. So yeah, I wish I had HD PVR or DAOs, but unfortunately I don't. So I gotta figure out how to get those. Gameplay I have to give to both, but for performance, Jesus, like I said in the beginning, Modern Warfare 3 takes the PC's heart for performance. It just grabs it and it just keeps it warm and nice and fuzzy. But if you're talking about console, then you're talking about getting Black Ops 2 because it's more smoother on the console because consoles don't lag. I mean, like, they don't get choppy unless it's been old. So, for performance, that goes on both. And for extras, this is really tough. I had to choose between survival missions or zombies. No, I like to mess around with the zombies due to the fact that they're really like fun to play with, to troll with, kill. You can EMP the bus driver and they'll just die. The DLC map packs, they're fantastic, okay? I really like the Black Ops 2 zombie mode, but I gotta give it towards a bit of a Modern Warfare 3 as well for its survival and its missions, because Infinity Ward did a fantastic job of figuring out how to make multiplayer, how to make special ops fun by adding missions and survival. Survival is one of the incredible features that I like. So, hands down for both, it's drawable. For overall, I'm gonna let you guys decide. Comment in the comment section below. And oh yeah, and in the end, if you guys haven't noticed that I got an escort airdrop, but then a second later, some noob just died, and my team lost. I didn't have the chance to even throw the smoke. The smoke signal to send the airdrop in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.